Right words don't come to my mind when I speak in English. Does this happen with you? Then this video is for you. Why does it happen? Why does it happen that at the right moment we're not able to get the right word? We just go blank. We're like, um, actually, basically, does it happen with you? When you are supposed to say something, but you go blank, you're not able to get the exact word. Why does it happen? The number one reason is familiarity with the language. Unfortunately, not everyone gets exposure to the language, and as a result, we are not able to get the right word at the right time. A lot of reasons behind it. Number one could be your schooling. You may not have gone to an English medium school, and that's completely okay. You may have had vernacular medium background education, and that's completely okay. However, that could be one of the reasons why you're not able to get the right word at the right time. The other reason could be your friend circle. I mean, whenever you tried to speak in English, you never got the support from your friends. Rather, there were people who were always criticizing you, laughing at you that, hey, like, don't try to act smart and speak in English. And you never got the encouragement, never got the support, never got the environment to enhance yourself. And the third could be your habits. Yes, I mean, what do you read? What do you listen to? Do you even like have this habit of talking to people in English? And all those things play a vital role why we are not able to come up with the right word at the right time. So let's see, what can we do? Solution, right? That these are the problems. What can you do? What do I do when I don't get the right word? Even if you are having an English medium background, even if you have an environment of English around you, the first option is go with the best alternative. We all aspire for Hrithik Roshan or Katrina Kaif. I mean, I am, hi, Katrina. That's how I used to behave in my 20s. Now I'm married, so I cannot do so. However, you always have that crush on that star. Go with the best alternative. If you keep on aspiring for Katrina Kaif, then I would have never got married. So be happy with the best alternative, and that alternative is very good as compared to what you had thought in your mind. Similarly, in your mind also, you think that you need to get the perfect word, which will be like, wow, not necessary. You can always come up with an alternative word. It is not mandatory to use the word mandatory. Mandatory? It is not compulsory to use the word compulsory. Work. It is not necessary that you have to use the word mandatory. It is not imperative to use the word mandatory. You get this? Technically, I should have used the word mandatory, which is compulsory, which is necessary, which is imperative. So, whichever word comes to your mind, use it. It is not necessary for you to use the word mandatory. Make sense? So go with the best alternative. It is not about that, oh, unless and until I get the word mandatory, I will not speak. I will be blank. No, speak it up. Speak it out. Clear? Similarly, you can have other alternatives. For example, if I say, what do I mean by this? What do I intend by this? What do I connote by this? What do I propose by this? Getting it? So it's just like familiarity. If I don't get the exact word, I can always come up with a simpler version of it, an easier version of it, which strikes me that yes, what do I mean by this? What do I understand by this? What do I propose by this? What do I connote by this? Sounds good? That is the first technique of going with the best alternative. Instead of going blank, basically, this sounds like rap music, okay? Coming out soon. The second one, using examples and analogies. Now, what are examples? What are analogies? For example, if I say, if red is to stop, green is to, come on, green is to go. If apple is to fruit, potato is to vegetables, right? That is an analogy. Similarly, if you have to express something and if you're not able to come up with the exact word, the right word, then use Analogies, use examples. For example, I went to mountains, hills. It was winter season, really cold, and I took a bath at 4 in the morning. It was really cold. Now, if I'm not able to come up with the exact word, how do I express myself, what I was feeling over there right at 4 in the morning? I can use analogies. It was like I was sitting in a refrigerator. It was like I was sitting in a deep freezer. It was like I was undergoing ice bucket challenge. So I may not get the exact word that it was bitterly cold. It was freezingly cold. I may not get the word bitterly or freezingly. However, I can use analogies, example to explain myself that it was like I was sitting in a refrigerator. I was in Antarctica. It was like as if I was surrounded by snow everywhere. It was very cold. That is the last resort. Sounds good? So using analogies and examples are a great way to speak at that moment instead of going, make sense? The third one, using body language to explain. In one of my videos, I remember, I wanted to say that they would welcome you with open arms. And I was not able to come up with the exact word. And for a moment, I was blank. Instead of that, I thought that if I say they will open you like this, they will open you like this. Getting it? You can always open your arms like this. So using body language to explain yourself. For example, if I have to sound confused, I was like, I was literally like this. When I got that news, I was like, when I got that news, I was like, yes. I may not be using the word that I was excited, I was enthralled, I was happy, I was over the moon. I may not get these words and phrases, but I might say, I was like, whoa. So, this body language and all will convey to the audience that yes, you were really happy. Sounds good? So, using body language to explain yourself when you're not able to come up with the exact word. Clear? The fourth one is changing your content. Remember the rule of GIGO, GIGO, that is garbage in, garbage out. This machine of yours is powerful. Whatever you feed in over here, it will produce similar results. I mean, if you feed in garbage, you would have garbage. If you feed in gold, you would have gold. That's how it works. It is not like you feed
ऐसी
in
मशीन
potatoes
लगाऊंगा
and you get gold.
इस साइड से
That
आलू
doesn't work
घुसेगा
over here.
उस साइड
If
से
you feed
सोना
in
निकलेगा
gold, if you feed in wisdom, you would produce wisdom. That's how it works, okay? Now understand that how this thing is gonna help you. Gigo. Look at the content that you consume on a daily basis. When you watch Instagram videos or YouTube videos or Facebook posts or whatever kind of content you consume on LinkedIn or any other platform, just ask yourself that are you feeding in value or are you just entertaining yourself for the sake of it? It is quite normal that if you do not consume good content, if you do not read, listen, watch good content, it would be a challenge for you to express yourself and come up with those words. Subconsciously, we absorb a lot of things. Just ask yourself, when you have a friend circle, when you have people around you who always abuse, beep, 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 somewhere down the line, when you will talk to some other people, at the spur of the moment, at any instance, even you might be tempted to use the word beep, beep, beep. You may not be even aware of at times that you said that cuss word because subconsciously you heard that, you absorbed it. So the kind of content you consume plays an important role. right? You won't even realize it that at the right point of time, you were able to come up with a word which you might have heard long time back. But just because you had heard it, it was subconsciously registered in your head, you were able to produce it in the real time. So garbage in, garbage out. Always remember to consume good content. If you really want to become a good speaker, start consuming good content. Like follow people who add value in your life. Check out your Instagram feed. Whenever you go on social media, what kind of content, what kind of people do you follow? I mean, if someone is getting married, someone is having a baby, someone is graduating, someone is doing random stuff, someone is having chai and pakoras, barely matters. If you're feeding all those things into your head, not the right thing. Rather, if you follow someone who is adding value, who's giving you tips and techniques to become better in your life and career, why not? This will grow. Instead of comparing your life with other people's life, that, oh, look at her, she's traveling at that place, and where am I? Unnecessarily triggering off negative emotions. Make sense? So feed in gold, gold in, gold out, garbage in, garbage out. Make sense? The fifth one, that is fight versus flight. That is how the mind works. Mind will always tell you, oh, there's a lot of danger over here. There's a lot of challenge over here. There's a lot of effort over here. Let's leave it. Let's go back to the comfort zone. So you'll always escape the reality or flight or take a flight from the situation. Don't run away from the situation. Dare to fight. If English will not help you get a better job, then don't learn it. If English will not help you go up in the corporate ladder, then don't learn it. If English will not help you go to some other country and talk to the world, then don't learn it. There is no compulsion that you have to. There is no compulsion that you have to learn this language. However, if you think that this is important for you, then dare to fight instead of taking a flight. We always have two choices, either to face it and triumph over it, emerge as a winner, or escape the reality and be a loser. And I know that as you watch this video till the end, you are born to be a winner. You're not gonna lose it. You're not gonna escape the reality. You're not gonna be like, I wish I could have tried a little more. Yes or no? Promise me that you would commit, that you would put in those efforts, put in those hours, put in those desired number of hours to make it work. I really pray for you that you grow in life and become a great communicator, great speaker. Yes. And now it's time for quiz. So I'll have some sentences on the screen and you have to replace the underlined word with some alternative word. So let's apply whatever we have learned, right? The first sentence is, this is a great session. How would you replace the underlined word? Let me know in the comment section. Let us check that. Can you come up with an alternative word? If yes, boom. The second one, you look ravishing. You look ravishing. So I've used a complex word. You can always find an alternative word which will not make you inferior. It will make you a good communicator because you're able to express yourself. You're also understood by the audience. Clear? And the third sentence for you is, I am excited. I am excited. Quite a simple one. Just try to replace the underlined word with the best alternative. For this, you can always use Google to find synonyms and alternate words. That's how you expand your vocabulary level. All right, that's it from my side. I believe you enjoyed this session. If yes, then subscribe to this channel if you haven't done so far. Share the video with people whom you care for and drop in some love in the comment section. Till then, stay awesome, stay productive.